Oh, hi everyone. Interesting. It doesn't have my chat thing on there for some reason, but I wanted to do a real quick video about the Masked Singer season 5 season finale. The Masked Singer season 5 season finale. I feel like I said that wrong. I don't know why, but anyway. So I didn't write down like they didn't really show any clues this time. I wrote down, of course, who the three final characters were, the songs that they performed, who I thought they were, my prediction for the order that they would finish in, and the actual order they finished in, as well as, of course, who they turned out to be. So my prediction for the order that they would finish in, and this was before they performed their songs, was I thought Black Swan would come in third, and then Chameleon, and then Piglet would be the winner. So that was my prediction for it. And I did change my mind on who one of the people was. Um, but so let's see. Okay, so Chameleon, Chameleon came out, and they did the thing about Chameleon, and this is the different things that were some of his clues before, and this is why he is doing the show, and he's of course doing it for his son, for his family, for his fans. And so I said, like, he started singing, he's saying Gangsta's Paradise, Gangsta's Paradise. And like the instant he started singing, I was like, yeah, he's Wiz Khalifa. He's totally Wiz Khalifa. There was something that they mentioned later on that I did not know that I will talk about here in 1 minute. Um, so yeah, he sang Gangster's Paradise and did a real good job on that. And then I went ahead and made a note while she was singing that I changed my guess on Black Swan to Jada Pinkett Smith, because to me she sounded like her. And after I changed my mind on it, I went and listened to a couple of Jada Pinkett Smith songs, almost songs, and I was like, yeah, to me she sounds a lot like Jada Pinkett Smith. She was an only child who was raised by a single mom. Jada Pinkett Smith was, and had a fairly rough childhood. And I thought it was funny because when they were talking to Chameleon about why he did this, he said he did it. He also did it for the hip hop heads, and I'd never heard that term before. But there were the dead heads and such as that, so he called them hip hop heads, and I thought that was really funny. But yeah, so then Black Swan was talking about that she has had stage fright, and she said that she was known around the world before she got a driver's license. And I'm like, well, that fits Jada Pinkett Smith, right? And the song she performed, which she did really, really good on, was How Am I Supposed to Live Without You by Michael Bolton. And she said that she canceled her tour in 2020. And I'm like, well, Jada Pinkett Smith still tours, but I don't know that she had a tour scheduled for 2020. When her and Will's kids were younger, her and Will would alternate. She would tour 1 year, he would tour the next year. And then later on, Jaden said something about that they all went in the tour, or yeah, in the tour bus to the tour, and the parent that wasn't touring took care of the kids while the other one was performing and such, which is really interesting that they worked that out that way. And yeah, she mentioned that she had stage fright before, but she obviously is a singer because she had canceled her tour. And I also made a note that Jada Pinkett Smith sings Set Me Free, because Black Swan had talked about that her faithful flock helped to set her free from this Hollywood struggle that she had been having. And so what I wrote down on Piglet was that he said he was one of the first people to open himself up to the public, which made me go, well, okay, maybe it is Nick Lachey then, but it could also be Adam Sandler, because he was a comedian a long time ago, and has done all sorts of stuff. He said he likes to challenge himself. He tries to leave no stone unturned, and he killed faithfully by Journey. He did an awesome job on it, though I felt like not quite as good as he could have, but he did do a real good job. He said the show reminded him how important music is to him and to all of us at this time. So real quickly, I'm going to my final predictions for the three characters, of course, were that Wiz Khalifa was Chameleon, because I've been saying that for a couple of episodes now, and I said it way back when there was the black and yellow cab, and then forgot that I said it. And Jada Pinkett Smith for Black Swan, and I still went with Adam Sandler for Piglet. I'm going, the outfit that Piglet is wearing to me is very similar to an outfit that Adam Sandler wore in a movie at least one time. So I feel like that might be a little too obvious if it is him. But I was like, I'm sticking to him. I would like for it to be him. So the order that they finished in, Chameleon placed third. And if you guys want to subscribe to my channel, please go ahead and do that. And I have other videos on my thing. And now that The Masked Singer is over, I am going to start doing my stories about when I was a child that my kids wanted me to document. I was going to write them down years ago, and I feel like this is a much better way to do that. But anyway, I'm going to start doing that for anyone that's interested in watching, listening to those. Some of them are kind of sad. Most of them are funny. That's why my kids enjoyed listening to them, Anyway, I didn't mean to be the show and leave you all hanging, but I might have already said the one that finished in third place was Chameleon, which kind of disappointed me. I wanted him to come in second or possibly even win, though I feel like Piglet's been killing it since his first performance, so I figured he would win. But anyway, so yes, Chameleon came in third, and he was Wiz Khalifa. I got two right this season, Bobby Brown and Wiz Khalifa. But so now I'm going to talk about the thing that I did not know. Remember when he said, where else can a chameleon? Oh, I don't remember exactly how he worded it. But anyway, he made a comment. Apparently, there were a couple of comments that he made about Cam in his clues. And the thing that I didn't know when I was briefly like, oh, well, maybe it's Cam Newton because his name's Cam. And then I was like, no, I don't feel like he could perform that well. And then I looked into a couple, and I don't feel like he's that tall and that body type either. So I looked into a couple of other people that go by Cam or Cameron. And I was like, no, what I didn't know, y'all, was Wiz Khalifa's real name is Cameron Tamaz, and people call him Cam. So there you go. There's the Cam clues right there. And so the one that came in second. Oh, and I forgot to mention the guest judge on this episode, which you may have already watched. I don't know. But the guest judge on this episode was the son from last season, LeAnn Rimes, and she sang a song, which I was going to say some of the other characters. Yeah, the other characters sang with her on that. That was when I went, wait, Black Swan sounds like Jada Pinkett Smith. So, second place was Black Swan. I stuck with Jada Pinkett Smith. To me, she sounded a lot like her. She was not Jada Pinkett Smith. She was JoJo. Joanna Levesque. I can't even say her last name. But anyway, my deal was I wasn't sure how to connect Jada Pinkett Smith to Canada, and I didn't really even try to do that. I mean, she's done all sorts of stuff. Of course, the connection to JoJo, Joanna Levesque, with Canada, the other one I could find was that hockey player who was born 10 years after her, who was a Canadian hockey player. I'm not sure if that's where they were going with that or not. Maybe she went to Canada for a spell. I don't know. Maybe she toured Canada. I really don't know. But it did turn out to be JoJo. She did a good job on the song that she sang. But I felt like Wiz Khalifa did a little bit better of a job on Gangster's Paradise than she did on I'm going to say, what am I going to do without you? How am I going to live without you? Oh my gosh, yes. How am I supposed to live without you? That's what it's called. I am so sorry. Anyway, and so, of course, that means Piglet won. Was Piglet Adam Sandler? No. I would love to see Adam Sandler on here. I think he would blow people away. There are some people in my real life who when I said that I thought he was Adam Sandler are like, but his singing voice is so obvious. It's like kind of silly and nasally. And I'm like, no, that is not his actual singing voice. Watch The Wedding Singer. He can really, really, really sing. When he sings the dreidel song, Eight Crazy Nights, oh, my red sweatshirt, is that what it's called? My red hooded sweatshirt, I think it's called. When he sings that one, he's being goofy and silly, but he can actually sing. So, who did Piglet turn out to be? I should have said spoiler alert at the first of this video for those of you who have not watched it, but it should be obvious that that's what I was talking about and that's what I was doing. So, I had 2 viewers for a while, and it looks like I've still got 1 viewer. So, thank you for staying with me. And it's still not showing me, like, I can't type into my chat thing for some reason, or I would type something and perhaps see if someone would respond. But, you know, anyway, so the person in the Piglet outfit who was performing for his children did turn out to be Nick Lachey. When I found that out, I went and did a little bit of research on how old he was when him and Jessica Simpson got married, because I was like, I feel like they got married when they were like 22 and 23 or something. That's pretty young, you know. And he's like, oh, I've struggled in love and blah, blah, blah. Oh, I tell you, he was 29 apparently when they got married. I was like, for real? They didn't get married apparently until like 2002. And then they were married for 4 years. And then he found the lady that he's now married to, who I'm pretty sure was Jessica's best friend. But anyway, you know, sometimes that's the way your life is fated. You think you're already with the person you're meant to be with, and then you meet someone that you're like, oh, wow, this person is just obviously who I'm really supposed to be with. But anyway, so yeah, that is who they turned out to be in the order they finished in: Chameleon, Wiz Khalifa; Black Swan, JoJo. That was the buzz on the internet. The buzz on the internet for all 3 of these actually was spot on and right. And what I'd like to happen is for the people on the internet to all think that they know who someone is, and it not be that person, is what I like. You know, but I've only seen like 1 or 2 where something like that happened and everyone was like, whoa, what? We weren't expecting this. Kind of like when Ice-T was on The Masked Dancer, you know. Sorry if you haven't seen that yet, and if you haven't, you should really watch it because it's awesome. And I thought that I had made several videos about it, but I didn't. But so yes, 3rd place was Chameleon, Wiz Khalifa. 2nd was Black Swan, JoJo, and in 1st place, the grand winner was Piglet, who did turn out to be Nick Lachey. It was very entertaining. If you have a way to watch it, I definitely advise you to watch it. I had kind of a rough morning this morning and was like, I'm not going to make the video until later today. And then I was like, there might be some people who can't watch the show themselves, who are waiting to find out who won, though I'm sure it's all a buzz over the internet because, like I said, I watched it on Hulu the morning after. But I was satisfied with the outcome. It was a very good show. I also finished watching The Voice, for those of you who are fans of The Voice, and I didn't really think that went the way it should have gone. But I'm just saying, the guy that won The Voice, in my personal opinion, not that he's not a good performer, he sang for President Obama years ago. Not to give away to any of you who have not seen the final episode of The Voice who won. Sorry about that. But yes, years ago he sang for President Obama, I want to say when he was like 12, 13 years old. And Dr. Dre caught wind of that. So he worked with Dr. Dre. And where did he take those grand opportunities that he had in his life? He felt like he had maxed stuff out on that. And there was like I don't really know what happened. He didn't really explain it. He was just like, you know, he felt for a while, he felt that there was nowhere he could go above working with Dr. Dre, I guess, working with Dr. Dre. How can you not succeed when you work with Dre is my big deal. And then so now he's won this, and what is he going to do with this opportunity? Is my that's my deal. You know, I feel like any of the other top 5 would have made the most of the opportunity, whereas I'm not sure that he's going to. But he seems like a nice guy, has a lovely life story. If you haven't watched this season of The Voice, I highly recommend that you watch it. I'm not dissing him as a person. I'm just saying, you know, I feel like he had several opportunities to have made a great success of himself in the music industry, but for some reason he didn't do that. He may have had something happen in his personal life where he couldn't, or perhaps he was like, I want to finish high school. I don't know. That would be interesting to find out, but I'm going to go ahead and log off because I've been chatting for long enough. I probably will not make another video later today. I might, but I have chores that I have to do. My son is donating plasma today. I think I might be wrong about that. But anyway, let's meditate for a moment, shall we? I think I'll do that with y'all will be sitting there going, why is she just sitting there not saying anything if people log on? But anyway, I am going to go ahead and log off so that I can get some of this other stuff done. And, you know, I am not a morning person at all. I prefer to be sleeping right now, waking up in about an hour or so. But anyhow, I am going to sign off. So all of you have a great time of day or night, whatever time. Oh my gosh. Okay, I had this down, right? All of you have a great whatever time of night or day it is in your part of the world. Stay safe, stay positive, and you will see me next time. Let me know what you think of my videos. You know, like them if you want. Feel free to subscribe. Always feel free to leave a comment as long as it's nothing rude or a link to something that's disgusting. Okay? Have a good day, everyone.